One moment, y'all. I'm sitting here getting things rolling. Hey. Did notifications go out? I don't. There it go. There we go. Even though that's supposed to be 32, not 31. But that's gonna have to be alright. I'll be glad when the damn robot handles all the damn announcements. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Toxic Hustle CryptoPlunder. This is Toxic Thoughts. My name is J Tragic Jeffrey. This is where you get to see my thoughts on what's going on in the industry, in the markets. I make business decisions based off that. I am the strategy officer for Toxic Hustle, because we believe that artificial intelligence would be a better CEO than any human, so all we'll need is strategy, right? That's what we think. So with that strategy in mind, we make our way through these waters, the business world, the business waters, the marketing world, the fiat situations that are going on in our world, and we try to navigate them to try to find financial avenues for us to take, because, you know, we got to survive out here. Copy link address. So give me a second. Let me pop that in here. So today's conversation is brought to you by Dionne, because he's starting up his clothing brand. Shout out, Dionne. Let me actually, hold on. Let me put this on here. At Dionne. Bow. There we go. Oh, let me edit this because I don't need both of his words, don't I? Can I? So yeah, so Dionne, shout out to you, bro. You know, he's starting his clothing line, right? So, well, first let's start with yesterday, right? So we talked about the manipulation again, the fact that these guys want your crypto, right? And then as the day went on, I showed you the Exodus wallets in my conversation yesterday, and showed you what the rates are if you're looking to be able to, you know, earn a little bit more on your crypto, right? So my thing is, and I said this in last season, right? Seasons in Bitcoin are halvening points. So when I say last season, I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about the 2016 to 2018 season of Bitcoin, right? And I was in my first season, see, 3 years ago. Then the market crashed, and I basically, on this, was talking about the fact that I was concentrating on media and becoming a media company. I was already doing that anyway, but I thought that crypto wasn't going to die, and I could use it as a mechanism to be able to get more media out. Like, what I mean by media company, please, God, everyone understand that media is nothing more than some type of audio, visual content in front of an audience base. Somebody's seeing it. So like, media is the radio station, which is nothing more than audio over airwaves, right? And do we need radio anymore? For the most part, no. Right? You got Spotify, you've got YouTube, you've got TikTok now, right? You can get your royalties on TikTok if you're in the right agency. Like, so what you can do is find better representation, better management. Management is not a manager who can't do nothing for you. Management is who has your catalog and is managing it to make sure it's in places that earn you more money. That's what it is, right? So CD Baby for me is a better management company for my assets. I pay one time. I can get in any place I want as they completely integrate into more and more I want to say virtual metaverses, right? So for me, a metaverse is the Spotify universe is one universe, right? That's Spotify. Then you've got YouTube. That's another universe, right? Where you can make money for royalties. Then you've got Beats, Apple Music. Then you've got Google Play. Then you've got or YouTube, whatever, right? And then you've got all these other places. TikTok, right, can now pay. So I've got all these different places where my music can play and I can earn. Well, that's cool for me. All I got to do now is grind up visibility, right? So I want to know, so hold on, damn, I'm talking and I'm not even have my damn screen over. Damn. Right? So, like I was saying, we were talking about the the rates. So I want to say your name, Robe. Okay, cool, Robe. Bay, like Hannibal Bay, right? All right, so Robe was talking about, the fact that he's just getting into crypto and this is his first season in, and that's cool. That, like, first, don't underestimate what you can see. That's why I said all of us has something to contribute. More eyes are better than none. All of us have something to contribute in crypto. And I tell people, I told these people, these rich people, to shut the hell up. Shut up, you big dummy, because you don't know what you're saying. I'm saying the only reason I said that was because for other people, for these guys, like the Alex Beckers of the world. Shout out Alex Becker. I always pick at you, bro, because you run, like, this is your first season and you really, and I get to pick on you because you're in my position where I was last season. Right? So you think you can call shots, but you really don't know what's going on, and it messes with your head. And I see that and I laugh because it's funny to me. But you'll understand next time. And I'm talking to Alex Becker, right? So Alex, I was talking to him, talking about, shut up, y'all don't know what's going on, because you don't know how to handle a crash. They didn't know how to handle a crash, right? And I was handling the crash. That's why I came back. I came back after I took a 3-year off. So I came back because these people didn't have anything they could tell you. And I noticed it, and I was like, well, damn, nobody's really saying the right thing to calm people the hell down, or they're going to be selling the hell out, and nobody's saying anything. So I started this. I started here, and I came in with sentiment analysis and the bots, because I wanted you to see that, you don't, like, the market can go down. Look, I haven't touched this for 30 days. This one bot alone is getting 0.84% daily, average per day. It's earned 25%, $71 off of a 0.1 ETH investment on a Telcoin. Right? So I've done 238 transactions on 14 grid lines, and those grid lines are doing how much a pair? 2.98% is being earned. And you can see when the market dipped down, like, you see, we bought. Like, look how far it's gone back. Like, damn. Like, see? And the market this is what we call the S bot, sideways bot, and it's just playing sideways. So when the market goes sideways and plays sideways, you see you're going to make a lot more revenue. When we go sideways, why am I concentrating why do you hear me concentrate so much on the sideways play of Bitcoin? Because what you're about to experience, what every single one of you are about to experience this year, is what I experienced in 2017. This euphoric run after the 4th of July, when it starts going, and it's like 4th of July, it runs up, and then September, it goes crazy till November. And then it crashes, and it's cold and slow, sideways. See all this sideways? Sideways. It's not going up or down, sideways. Then it crashes, it falls down, right? We get a dip. Then it plays sideways, and then we have another little spike, and it plays sideways. This is almost 2 years of sideways. Boring sideways. But for me, I can't wait till we go sideways. I can't wait till I don't have to worry about the market or worried about spikes. Like, I'm ready for this cycle to be over already. I'm ready now. Like, I'm ready for the winter. I'm ready for crypto winter. It's the most boring time, but now I'm like, oh my God, this is the best time in the world, because I'll make the most amount of money right here. I'll build my business right here. And to me, that's the chutzpah of this whole ideal. Is that now I know I can earn, right? Now I know I can take my money, put it in something, and earn interest. These are the things I like. I like some of these things. Or if I go to Coinbase, right? Let's get the Coinbase bot up because that's the Kucoin one. This one earns 6%, right? Some of these have been running for 23 days and it still pulled 13%, doing 0.68% a day. Not bad on $100. These are the things that I like, right? I like consistency. And then I can play my plays, ADA, Seagold, ADA, New, Matic, ADA. Like I want more, a lot of ADA. I want to work. I know ADA is going to be big. I want to make money in everything. They're dealing with it. Every pair I can to keep doubling up on it because I believe in it. So I'll make money in every pair, except for a forced fiat. And that's how you move this. That's how you move with this market. So in the Discord, right? Musical Geniuses, link in the description. In our Cash Lane room, Dionne was talking about the fact that he's getting ready to start his fashion business. So I kind of gave him a head out because he was like, he wants to do his clothes. And I was like, I'm going through the same thing, right? So a couple of months ago, I was talking to y'all about the fact that I was, oops, wrong one. That's tragic.com. That's my beat site. Hold on. Sorry. ToxicHustle.com. I don't need all that. So, boom. Oh, and this site's going to go bye-bye. We're going to get off of WordPress. We're actually going to go, we're going to try to put this out as a application that could potentially in the future be put on chain. So we're looking into that now. So I stopped and froze. It's just doing updates in the back end, but we're probably going to be off of WordPress before the end of this year and become a dApp. So anyway, so here, if you see the clothes, I have these clothes and this is all over print stuff, right? And the all over print stuff, I was telling Dionne, because he's like, he's looking for investment. And I was like, well, nobody's really going to invest in fashion right now, right? Because I said I had to figure out how to build my own brand with little to no money. So I went this way, Printify. And this is Printify. I have WooCommerce on the site, which is the plugin, the shopping plugin for WordPress. Like I said, we're moving away from WordPress. It's just too heavy for what I want to do. So as far as when I say heavy, there's too much programming. There's too much software. There's there's like too many plugins. There's just way too much going on to get something simple done. And what I want to do is bridge this out. But here's the shirt, right? So I have an all over print shirt. That's the front and the back. You see it's all over the print. It's not just the center of a shirt. Better design, and that is from Printify. That's what I'm using as my print. So I said I'm trying to build out a media company. That's Toxic Hustle Media. So the goal is to invest in other businesses that help you build out your business, right? What do I need that's going to help me get my brand out? What's going to help me get my business out? Like I can't worry about just selling. I also got to think about, well, what can help me scale out my business, right? Maybe like a way of thinking of that is like Instagram or Facebook is another technology that can help you scale. But at the same time, those are controlled gardens that want you to pay advertising money. So what we have to always think about is, where can we advertise for free? What I realized a long time ago, and Gary Vaynerchuk said this, and that's what keeps me reminding. He's like, at one time, Google ads were like 5 cents a click or 1 cent a click, right? So you could get like the illest domain. You could have the illest keyword. Like you could have like this really dope ass keyword that can get you sales, and it was only like a penny per click. Well, now some of those clicks are like $10, $20, $30 a click. That's what we have to think about as far as this economy. There's economies in clicks. There's economies in views. There's economies in listens. There's economies in these things. And these are the things that our consumers, our clients, our fans, our future purchasers of our collectibles are going to be interested in. Right? So for me, I told him, I was like, what I had to think about is this, right? The best way to figure out what technology helps you scale out marketing you. So I'd be looking at how can you begin building your brand in virtual worlds, like video games, right? Or in other online video games and getting at least your name out. So you could use a video game to get your name out. You can use, like, think of it like how let's go physical with it. Let's not do digital because it's almost as if people can't take the digital world and the physical world and see they're exactly the same because you exist in both, right? Are you not on Facebook? Are you not here listening to my ass? Well, most of you aren't, but you are. The you that's there, right? So if I see that I have an opportunity to cash a little digital revenue and it handles my rest of my bills, then aren't I supposed to grab that? If I have other situations, like if I can make money other places, then I make it there. But is it easier to make it in these other places? Nah. Why? Here's why. Disposable income in fashion, in all things, not just fashion, is at an all-time low. We've been seeing that, right? If y'all been following and listening to some of the things that I've been showing you, you see businesses, people are not working, people are still on checks. But what we realize is this, right? As these checks start running out, like disposable income is in fashion or in anything is at an all-time low as these checks start running out. People have been on checks. And they're still spending because they're making a whole lot per week. So they're like, some people are making more money than they've ever seen in their life. We've got to understand that. Some people have not seen this much money. And they're just comfortable. But the thing is, that comfortability is going to get shaken up because they got nothing. They got nothing. And that's the freakiest thing about this. Like, this ease everybody's at is uneasy to me. Everybody's comfortable. I'm uneasy. Because I know there's no economy. I've known it for the last 7 years. Actually, no, the last 10 years, sorry. That there's no economy. And I've been saying it. I said it even back on my old videos. Go back. Like, I know they're long and I know some of them are not going to be exactly in tune to what's going on today. But go back. I talk about business, the government, the SEC, what's going on in banking, China FUD again. See, I told you that happened before. Decentralization, what it means. Right? And then, of course, I did a lot more here. Oil, data is the new oil, creating applications on decentralized applications, thinking about DAOs, which are the new corporations, decentralized autonomous organizations. Everything that was centralized will become decentralized. The internet, you know, is being rebuilt again in a decentralized play. And it's just time to shift, right? Because there's no other direction that we got right now with the way that the market is, right? Again, disposable income is running out with these checks. So I'm not trying to sell shirts. I'm not. I made 2 shirts and I figured out that jugs that, hey, I'm going to be fighting a battle when these checks run out. I better be figuring out where the money's going to be and see where I can be in that money. I'm figuring out how to make NFTs so people can mint them, and that way the cost of the product is low. So I can just build out some type of digital brand that scales with whatever crypto token I place my stuff in. So regardless of who I go to, I place my stuff in that ecosystem, that network, right? Because like Ethereum's a network. I'd have to put my money in products in that to buy NFTs there. Right now, the gas price is way too high for that. Them prices way too high. They need to cut it. And they'll get it in time. But meantime, between time, we've got things like Polygon Matic, right? We've got Cardano coming with smart contracts in September. That's why I said September is going to be crazy. I'm waiting. Like right now, I know we're going to have a quick run and everybody's going to get real hype when we hit 60 again. I know 100K this year is pretty much my target. And I've been telling everybody, I've been telling everybody. The minute I hit 100K and see it, 80% of my positions coming out the market. Especially if I'm buying right now, right? What's set? Like, that's greed that I'm buying right now when Bitcoin's in the 30s. Then when Bitcoin goes to the 60s, I already know it's going to the hundreds. So when I get to the hundreds, having bought in the 30s, you don't think it's time to move it over to US dollar coin? Hold my revenue right there. And when the market crashes, having been that high, and it needs to come back down because it always needs to do what? It always needs to correct itself. It does it every cycle. This is not new, right? Y'all are gonna understand this is not new. This run is not new. What you're about to see is not new. And what I told you is happening. I called that there's going to be a dip here. I've been telling you a dip is coming. All the good news I've been warning you about all through here about the 30th and how much good stuff was happening and all this stuff was going to make a run happen. Yes, manipulation though, because we know we are in a manipulated market now that the institutional investors are here. They left their signature. They left their calling card called the Wyckoff distribution, right? And they do this every single time. They shook us out. And in April 25th, uncomplication, let us see that they wanted at the end of May, beginning of June, right? Which we saw, we were at the 32 to 28 space, which we're still sitting in. We're still sitting in that space, are we not? What's the 33, right? So we're in the 32, 28 zone, still in the pocket till 35. We're still in the pocket. So, and I've said right here that I'm expecting one more dip, and they'll probably either push it here or pop it one more time to touch here before we break up. We're going to have a V breakout. And in the Discord, I showed you that China, had already said that they were going to play. Right here. Here it goes. If China does not release a new crackdown policy afterwards, the bottom of this round is estimated to be at 2,000K, down by 55%. If a new major crackdown policy comes out, the fall might be to 25K, then start a V turn. V turn. Too many institutional funds managers, buy the dip under 30K. The 28K mark, like I've been saying. Right? So we understand that this market is ridiculously manipulated. We understand that they are playing a game that we are losing. And I am saying that we don't have to lose at it. We just need to understand it. I know that this is an accumulation play right here. If you've ever wanted Bitcoin when it was down here, right around December, January, if you wanted it back in January at those prices, well, guess what? You have them at those prices. In my estimations, in my opinion, which is not financial advice. Please seek a financial advisor that doesn't exist in these waters. That you're going to, that this is going, if it plays like it typically does at a happening cycle, the one that just happened, we are going to shoot through this crack of 60,000 and break to the 100,000 mark. But it's going to come at this point or this point. This will either get us back to the 60,000 mark, or this will get us to the 60,000 mark or break us above it, and then this one being not too far away, which will be September. I told you September's going to go crazy. September, the last week, is going to go ham. To the third to the last week, somewhere in the zone. I always say it's a zone play. It's not going to happen on this day. I said round about this timeline. This timeline, round about what happened. We had a significant dip. I have this timeline again. What does that mean? We could have, again, the same significant dip. And I also know that Senor market manipulator hasn't really been on his manipulation game. He's been he's been letting the people accumulate. Other people have been accumulating in for Mr. Bart Simpson head over here. I know you're there, Mr. Bart Simpson. We all know you're there. Right? What's else going on with these wallets, right? Let's go with the 1,000 wallets. They've been accumulating again, right? 100K wallets. These are all whale wallets. They're signaling down. But they might be moving into accumulation into 1K if that's going up, right? So then the 10Ks are accumulating, which is the 1 people accumulating. And then the 0.01s are accumulating. And the 0.01s are probably accumulating. Everyone's accumulating. Of course, they should be freaking accumulating, but the market's not moving. Why? Because this is manipulated, and I've told you this is seasons of Bitcoin. I've had seasons of Bitcoin since the last season. My last halving cycle, which was here. I told y'all that my estimate right now for this cycle, oops, Control Z. My estimate for this cycle is my high that I'm working on is $132,000. Based off of a 15x of the last season from the last season it went 20x, so it could be a high of 176. But I just went down just because the first cycle it was 35x, the second cycle it became 20x. So I'm just saying if we have a depreciating thing happening every cycle, I just said just in case I'm going to say that my top estimate now is 132,000 for this cycle. I'm going to get out at 100,000, right? I don't care about the 32,000K. Look, I went from 30 something to 100 something. I'm good, right? I'm not going to be greedy. I'm out at 100K right around November. I'm out. For real. So let's get in a little bit of the news, right? Because I know the hash rate still dropped. Well, we were tipping on some bows, and then it boop dropped back down. So we've got some miners kind of turning back on, and we have some still turning off. They're trying to hide the fact. This is a staggered dump. They're moving, but it's moving here. By summertime, I tell you, this will turn around right after July. If it doesn't start before, if we're in July, excuse me, it's gonna turn around right after the 4th. Like I said, this is like. Look, watch what I say. Watch what I say. Right here, somewhere in this zone, this market's going to pull back up, and the hash rate will all of a sudden turn on. Right around here. Or it will turn on here, causing this to move up, because people are going to be, because the miners are back in play. And then the miners are going to want to, there's going to be no more fear. There's not going to be any need for fear. Like I said, we do have some more dips coming. Right? This is a dip. This is a dip. This is a dip. This is a dip. We still got some dips coming. So I'm just watching them dips so we can watch these runs. So let's get into some news. All right. So Art Cashin, don't know who you are, Art, says Bitcoin may be approaching a trapdoor that sends it even lower. Bitcoin might be heading into a trapdoor. That might be sending it lower. You think they're talking to themselves, y'all? Methinks they are warning each other of the dip. That's what methinks. Right? We know how they play the game. What we do is we go through our data. We know it's manipulated, right? Notice I'm not going through my trend analysis anymore. You notice I'm really just plotting my dips based off of historic manipulation. I've got out of the trade or trend or pattern or analysis, technical analysis. I'm out of TA. When I know manipulation is this bad, I just look at the manipulators, right? These big wallets down here. 10K is 10,000 Bitcoin. Multiply that how much Bitcoin is right now. That's over $300 million that they play with. And I showed you, he played Piccolo with it, manipulating the market. And then they helped. The 1,000 wallets were in on it. On the jugs, dropping the market down. That's 1,000 times whatever the price of Bitcoin is. So you're talking about the 30,000 zone. Or 30 million zone, excuse me. 300 million, 30 million. 3 million. Have they been in on it? Slightly. Right? Slightly been on that. What about the 10? They've been just dropping like stones. These are the things we look at. This is and then from here on, the market got shook out. All the bigger amounts, the amounts of currency that was rising cracked down. And these are the wallets are young wallets. These are always going to be the younger wallets. These are going to be the midway wallets, right? These are the wallets that have been in probably, have jumped in heavy. These 1 Bitcoin. Wow. So soon there will be like and look how steep that drop was for that 1 Bitcoin. Plop. Right? And I'm telling you, right here is another one. So when they talk, I listen, but I know his ass knows nothing about crypto. Look at him. He knows nothing about crypto, but he knows what his homeboys tell him. He knows what his homeboys at hedge funds tell him. He knows what they've been doing on the back end, and he understands it. So he's warning, but he wants people out of here. He wants his constituents out of here. But see, somebody as old as him, George Soros, right behind him, his investment fund, Mr. BLM, whose lives matter, right? So we know him, Mr. People Manipulator, thinking he on your side. He ain't. George Soros' investment fund has turned their attention into this market. They've already been in here. They've been playing. I got my eyes on y'all. But again, remember, Bitcoin's scarce. I know I hype on this crap, but Bitcoin's scarce. There's only 21 million of it. I'm going to keep repeating the fundamentals because I want you to understand fundamentals are fundamentals are fundamentals. Like if you're an investor, you invest in a business not because of hype-nitis, hopium. No, you don't invest in hope. I can't invest in hope. It doesn't make sense to me. I didn't invest in Bitcoin years ago because it made no sense. I will be honest with that. 2012, 2010, when I saw Bitcoin, I thought it was the biggest scam because I came out of something called e-gold that had nothing but scams behind it back in those days. And I lost a lot of money. So I was already like, I didn't believe in digital currencies. I was like, Bitcoin, that sounds like another scam. Stayed right the hell out of it. When Ethereum came around, I realized that Ethereum can be bought by Bitcoin. Then I was like, I'll get the Bitcoin, but I'll get it to get the Ethereum. Then I noticed something. As I got into crypto, I noticed every coin was being purchased by Bitcoin. So just from that, I sat there and said, wait a minute. I don't really care about what the logistics are for Bitcoin right now then. I do realize one thing. The one coin that every coin wants is that one coin. So every coin believes in it, and every company that is seemingly really dope. Like I would invest in all these companies over here, and they all want it. I'm going to follow the money. It must be important if all these coins are saying, I'm going to trade for this. Not Ethereum, not Litecoin like it was all Bitcoin. Was the top pair. So I was like, okay, I'll give Bitcoin more respect. I'm going to respect its gangster. I'm going to put some respect on its name. Just because every other coin seems to want it. So at any other point, it's just the fact that if Bitcoin is the main pair, and everybody wants it, and then then I found out it's only 21 million of it. Whoa. Okay, so then how much of it's been mined? 18.5. Wait, 18.5 million of 21 million's already gone? When's the last Bitcoin mined then? 2140. Wait, how is that even possible? Okay, how long is that from now? That's 118 years. Wait. So I've got something that's got most of it self-made. So most of it's already on the market. But wait a minute. How many is like, what do I have to worry about somebody dumping a bunch of it back at me? Well, yeah, kind of. That's the manipulator that's here. right? This guy, right? This person that played the Bart Simpson head, that guy or person, right? That person, that company, organization, entity, whatever it is, hedge fund, whatever, it played the Bart Simpson. That's my manipulator, but it's seasonal. And because it's seasonal, there's always ebbs and flows that I can be, and then especially with the halvening, I know every single time Bitcoin's going to do a spike. So yeah, they don't get it, and that's fine. But they get it enough to know they're going to hold on to something that they understand is scarce. As I'm telling you, we're dealing with a digital fiat hustle, not your American dollar. We're going to dig into that in a second. I'm going to get into that. I want to get into the news because I just now need to, before we get into me researching to find other things, I just need to know what the rest of the world's saying, because for now, I'm looking at a new world. It's the old one I'm talking about from Second Life, but I think that that's back. The reason why I think that's back is that there's more digital fiat that is at or surpasses the US dollar. So if I can earn in a world where its currency or fiat is more than my US dollar, and I can earn on those things, like especially Matic, look at that. That is pegged 8 cents right now over the US dollar. And if I can build applications that give me like pennies, I'm making pennies. If I'm making 5 cents, 10 cents, if I start scaling that, that's going to be ridiculous. So I'm looking at Matic because it fits a profile I'm looking at. But then there's other things. These are all universes into themselves that are going to have businesses into themselves that you do. Compound. I learned that this is, see, when you see this, compound. If you don't know what compound is, it's a place that you earn money. And all of its current coins, the C coins, are over it. Here it is, compound. I heard that in a talk yesterday. I know it's not the subject, but that's compound's very interesting to earn interest with. Just wanted to throw some money at y'all, just so that you'll know. It's a decentralized app where you can make money. You can earn interest. Let me show you. I'm gonna get back to my point, but I also want to. I always like to take the opportunity to show you money. So per day, market APYs. There's your APYs. Borrow, supply. So if you supply it, you're gonna get this. If you borrow it, it's gonna cost you this. So we get 1, but they get charged 9. We get 1, they get charged 11. Or is that? Yeah, that has to be it. Yeah. Wow. 11? But you only giving back 1? Wow. Okay. That's an interesting rate. Very interesting. 13, you get 2 with Chainlink. Still 2% on your Chainlink ain't bad. DAI is giving you 2%, 2.3%. You get 2% to Coinbase. Ether, you don't get any percentages on Ether itself, but you can get 5% if you stake it. Yep, 5% if you stake it on Coinbase, putting it in the contract. USD coin is getting you 2%, which is better than Coinbase, actually, right? 0.5%, which they'll have 4% later. So that is going to be 4%, and that's going to be if you let them use it as a swap. They use it in their swap platform. You'll earn 4%. You'll earn 4% of it, which I'm already registered to do. I want my 4%. Like I said, I want 4% on my USDC because that's the stable coin pegged to the US dollar, and I want it in USDC because I'm going to hold it there in November. I'm going to move all my stuff into this, hold it at the top, and then when the market crashes, I'm going to buy back all of my crypto in April. As I tell all of y'all, I'm buying it back in February or April. Here's January. It's February, right? I could buy it back in February when it bounces, or when it rises up, buy it again in March/April. Here's March. Actually, March. There's April, the first week of April, I could start again. So at the end of March, first week of April, I can buy in again. So either way, I can buy, and then we have this long ass time that's going to be boring. So I can earn interest. I want to earn interest. So yeah, USD coins where I'll be moving my money, or USDT. They're both pegged to $1, and that's where I move in November. Last week of November, first week of December, I'm out. Then you got Uniswap. Oh, Uniswap earning you 0.51%. Not bad to hold it. And Wrap Bitcoin's earning 0.8%. So it's really interesting what you could potentially make when it comes to earning interest on your coin. Let's check out what's going on now. Bulls and bears fight over 34K Bitcoin price point. It's not really a fight, it's manipulation. We know where it's going to go. We know it's going to bounce, so we're not worried about that. Algorand gets cozy with crypto custodian Copper. So yeah, the paper Algorand's trying to peg itself to certain coins, or peg itself to other things. Because remember, Algorand also gives percentages. So they're going to also be figuring out some physical ways to earn on their properties. I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing some digital, and then next year I'm going to take some of my profits and put them into physical plays, whether it be hardware, commercial real estate that I can put hardware in and be able to use that as a mining facility, things of that nature, right? Stablecoin insurance firm Bridge Mutual to protect against possible tether depegging. People want to stabilize the tether. They know it's gonna, they know they need to. Robinhood reveals 11.6 billion in crypto holdings ahead of their IPO. 11.6 billion. They've been scary. These people have been scaring you out your pockets, out your socks. All the while, they're all accumulating, which I've been saying that they're all accumulating. They're all buying up. Another token app gets launched with more NBA stars and getting on, and influencers getting onto that platform. I'm not sure exactly. I'll open it up so you can see what they're shilling right now. Earlier Dinwiddle launched a new crypto app project called Galaxy. And there's a lot of shilling going on for those NFL, NBA players and all that stuff. So I've never heard of it. So, I mean, I may look into it. I've actually got a couple other plays I'm looking at, but we'll see. FinCEN lists cryptocurrencies as its top AML and CFT priorities. Everybody's trying to enforce something, but good luck enforcing what's not on your shores and is a global server. Good luck on that. You ain't been able to do nothing with BitTorrent, right? You ain't been able to do anything with VPNs, right? Or VPSs? Yeah, all right, so get out my face. All right, let's go. We're moving on. NFT gaming unicorn Animoca, okay, raises another 50 million from Coinbase. So there you go. Valued crypto gaming firm, NFT gaming unicorn. So I'd be looking at that as well, right? So let's open that one up. Let's look at this. And we're going to pull this off to the side for later, because we're talking about virtual worlds and places to go. So let's go ahead and use that. And we started with that yesterday, so we're good. That's basically the news. There wasn't really much there that I saw, but I wasn't really hunting too hard. But I know our other AI got us. So let's see what our other AI says. Coinbase pushing to add as many crypto assets as possible. These altcoins could launch soon on the exchange. Now, this is an interesting call. Let's look at what they're saying. Because I will tell you this. Please remember, Coinbase is now a physical business on a stock exchange. Even though they're a digital company, they are now on the antiquated stock market, which makes them a solid business. Same thing that happened with Best Buy and everywhere else, right? When they were digital, then they went online and they went inside the exchange, and then became they have now invest as shareholders, right? So now that they have shareholders in America, they're opening in multiple places. Japan, has greenlit them. France has greenlit them. And all the while, they're also getting rid of Binance, which is the Chinese exchange. They've been getting that out of their shores. So everybody's putting Coinbase in, getting Binance out. So with that, I always like to see what Coinbase is putting on, because every coin they're putting on is to shore up them being able to create a business that's lucrative to their investors. Let's never forget that. He says he wants every asset under the sun. Where it's legal to do so. All right. Those that are not debuted on Coinbase and are under consideration. Ample's already in. How old is this? Because Ample already came out. These people are old. Jeez. Like, all right, HNT, I've been buying. That's that helium stuff I was telling you about. Ample is already on. I thought Amp was on there. I'll check that. Kava, okay. Ocean Protocol, I've heard of. Theta Network, definitely. Digibyte, okay. Live Peer, I've heard of them. I actually have them on my list. Render Token, I have them on my list. I actually have to buy some more SIA coin. If they do, oh, I got my SIA. I got some bags in SIA. Oh, I got some bags in SIA. And VeChain. Man, I'm going to stack up on these. Right there. Not financial advice. It's something I'm doing for myself. I'm going to start stacking up on a few of these. Just because I have plays I want to do in them anywhere. And Live Peer seems interesting too. Render Token is interesting. I don't know if that's going to be the play. I don't know if that business is still necessary of rendering, global rendering. I wonder if we're going into the Unreal real-time rendering space. We'll see. But that's interesting. So that's that. Let's see what else we got. Let me go ahead and add that to the blockchain thing. Whale says sector of crypto markets have massive discount. Yeah, we're at a discount. Look how smart these people are. It used to be 60. It is now 30. Is that now a discount? Okay. Stupid ass. All right. So yeah, it's at a discount. Dutch Professional Football, that's soccer club, AZ, confident about Bitcoin's future. Keats BTC on balance sheet. Of course. Come on. Definity Internet Computer, the future of crypto. We'll see. I'll wait till after the cycle to see where that goes, because it came out at $400 and then got its ass handed to it. So we'll see where it's at in February. I'm not buying new coins that are doing new things. I'm concentrating on the coins that are getting ready to break out into their things this cycle. Cardano being one of them for the next cycle. I'm buying Cardano for not this cycle. This cycle is $10. I'm buying Cardano for this next cycle. 2024 to 2027. That's the next halving cycle. So I'm buying Cardano for the next cycle because Ethereum was at $10. It's for a cycle, which is where we're estimating Cardano to go. And Ethereum was at $5. For $500 to $1,000 the second cycle. So if it plays the same way and Cardano plays the same way, then it should be at $1,000 in its next cycle. I will hold and wait and play other plays and play long-term plays and earn interest on my plays while I wait. Come on, now stop playing. What is next for Cardano and Chainlink? There we are. We're talking about Cardano and Chainlink. Data. Come on. NFTs, come on. Bitcoin Cash, ABC, I don't really care. SoftBank, yes, we already know they're investing in crypto. 3 altcoins show strength behind the scenes. Okay, what coins are these? What GRT, Graph, we talked about that. That's the data play. I've been looking at them for API work and data work. And Sentivate. Is that one of those analysis platforms again? Sentiment, according to Sentiment, blah, blah, blah. Sentivate, altcoins, Sentiment, ETH protocol, Comp. I just talked about them, right? Compound, I just showed you that, where you can earn interest. Yeah. Undervalued. Very undervalued. So yeah. Okay, that's their 3. Interesting. Government needs tools to unmask crypto investors and reverse transactions, says the lawmaker. You're going to go to another country and have them rewind their servers? Huh? How are you going to... Like, we need to make this happen. How, bruh? You see, you would have to have done that before Bitcoin became a thing. Let me explain this to you, sir, Mr. Senator. Because I already know who you are. I have a funny feeling you were in the thing that I'd read yesterday. If this is the same news, it probably is. You got to understand that your opportunity to potentially stop Bitcoin or reverse anything stopped the minute that Bitcoin, when Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of it, walked away from the project. When the creator of the cryptocurrency that we're talking about, Bitcoin, when Satoshi Nakamoto, we don't even know who it is, when he left the project and disappeared, that's it. There's no pulling it back in the box because anybody can download the code, spin up their own server, and start validating transactions on the network, making this very hard. That's why this price point for Bitcoin is the fact that it cannot be changed and that there's no double spends, that you can't spend money twice. It is for that one fact that this is the expense it is because many have tried. And the value that we place on it is because there's only 21 million of it. And because no one can control it, no one country, no one person can control this, it's worth more than, or almost as much as gold. Gold by the ton or whatever it is still more expensive than Bitcoin by another 20,000. Which, at the end of this cycle, well, no, it'll be back to 60 probably by next year when it crashes in December. So we'll just say when the next cycle comes, it'll be above 100 and it'll sit above 100. We'll still be, by the end of the cycle, we'll be well above gold again, right? Because no, it will be. Once we're above 60, we'll be above gold. So after the summertime, it'll be worth more than gold. There we go. After summer. So we'll say September. It'll be worth more than gold. Soros, yeah, we know. Here's why U.S. Senator wants Americans to buy and hold Bitcoin. Everybody should, because they understand it's scarce. Bitcoin ripe for a reversal? Yeah, you're an idiot. Let's get him out of here. Top analysts selling Ethereum to buy Cardano. I've been hearing that a lot. A lot. The fact that people are selling off their other coins to get into Cardano at $1. Smart move if you think that it's going to be at $1,000, right? Just saying. Let's see what else we got. Marvel says it's finally releasing its first official NFT collectibles. I'm about to show you some money right now. That's kind of interesting because I've been studying this over the last couple weeks and I've been quiet. There's a reason I've been quiet. It's because I've been watching something very, very silently, and I'm going to give it to y'all today. Special gift for the tribe. Hold on. I'm going to put it in the Discord first. So let me do this. And this begins our conversation. See that? See that? Those that are watching that will watch the video and actually do the research. That's on you. I'm not telling you to do anything. I haven't opened that thing yet. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to say exactly which company it is. but I'm letting you know which company it is. Okay, let's open that thing now. Marvel says it's finally releasing its NFT. Another major brand moves into the NFT crypto collectible space as the Disney-owned Marvel Entertainment announced this week that it will launch its first official NFTs on the VV Digital Collectibles. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody that denominates to their own identification, I want to introduce you to Vivi. I have been watching Vivi for a while, but you'll see it's Ecomi is the company. OMI, Ecomi. Just this company, Vivi, Ecomi, OMI, is the company I've been watching and have been accumulating silently at 0.2 cents. Because I've been hearing rumors and I've been buying in silence. Because I don't give y'all rumors, I give y'all business. And this is still a rumor, and this is still a high risk play. So, this play is crazy because this is a virtual world play. It's crazy, Dionne, that you ask a question in the room about clothes, and I told you about engine and about, and everything, about this world, about that we're about to get into. This VV thing, this VV play, NFTs. Imagine, again, I'm telling you, imagine. So let's read what they say, and then let's read what I say first, and then let's read what they say. Okay? Because I want you to see what I say from my vision of what I see, and then I want you to see it from what they're saying they're going to do, and then see where things can interlink in the conversation. All right? So check this out. I've been checking out NFT platforms on the low, trying to see which ones are getting funding from other companies. Marvel play, right? Also, I'm looking into virtual worlds that are connecting to the blockchain and are going to be piggybacking off of ENJ, Engine.io, right? It's kind of like how MG, the future, musical geniuses, thank you MG for giving us the space to talk about business and money, sells his beat packs. I look at it as selling digital fashion packs that people rock for whatever they're going to do inside the games they play. We already know that gaming is one of the largest draws in the world right now as far as esports is concerned, so your brand could be seen on a live stream when they're playing by millions of people that now are looking for what that person, the gamer itself, is wearing. Right? If you're minting it, right? They're wearing the clothing that they're wearing might be the same clothing that their avatar is also wearing in the game. Double marketing spend, right? I see that as a better residual income than trying to get $20 for one shirt. Why not get 1,000 digital dollars from microtransactions that these days could end up just being $1,000? Digital is a digital, right? One-to-one exchange, because digital seems to be doing better than the US Fiat. My dollar is actually under $1. It's like 70 something cents or 61. So it's under $1. And as they print more money, it's worth less. You said your next level put me on some game. All right, so now the reason I know this is going to be huge, I told you about Second Life. In World, I was making $130,000 a month. So, and 130,000 Linden, right? I shouldn't say dollars. Actually, hold on, let me change that because I was L130. So it was 130,000 Linden a month, right? Which when I converted the 266 Linden to $1 ended up being $500 a month. I told my business partner, Ty Durden, shout out, what up, Ty? Bro, the minute real life becomes like Second Life, we're about to be paid like a mug. True speak, right? Especially if you got $130,000 in regular cash flow coming to you from multiple multiverses. That time is here. And the thing is, there's a lot of room because there's going to be a lot of games, a lot of different games, right? A lot of virtual worlds, right? A lot of virtual clubs that can have virtual music, that could be selling virtual clothing in virtual shops, right? Or virtual concerts that can have virtual merch, right? A lot of everything in the digital space. Virtual content, virtual books, virtual art, virtual music, virtual everything. Since nobody else is really focused on that, the actual individual items being more important than like a whole brand, like having micro brands spreading out through the multiverse, and you can have micro brands that are all underneath one major brand. Think like Darden Foods, right? Or think of like any of those big food companies that have multiple brands. Like they have like oh god, Olive Garden and whatever, all those other brands underneath one big brand. Or General Mills, right, has all those cereal boxes. Same idea. That time is here, digital space, right? Since nobody else, since nobody else is focused on that and preparing for the oncoming revenue stream that comes in this digital world, we have the opportunity to be first movers in the space, right? You're the first mover. You're the first one in there building out your shops and putting up your content. I tell people in my videos, which y'all listening, hi y'all, think about it this way. Imagine a decentralized Grand Theft Auto, decentralized version, that or heist game, that you open up a clothing store in the game world, in that world, and that store is maintained by you, not by the game company or some AI, right? You actually put the new clothes in. You are actually maintaining it and spreading it to all your shops in world. You then get paid in the virtual currency of that game, right? To maintain your shop, which you convert to your digital fiat, your USD or your pound or your Canadian dollar or your whatever, right? Your yen, your yuan if you're able to do it in China. Then you can use that digital fiat if you're on like PayPal or whatever, and you move it over to your PayPal account, and you have your PayPal debit card, or you have whatever credit card that's hooked up to your crypto account whenever those all come out. You can then use your debit card to swipe at any kiosk and buy whatever you want online. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing that with PayPal for years. I'm now just letting the next PayPal, Coinbase, do that for me. They have a debit card coming. Then I just cash out to US dollar or just earn US dollar. Done. Or convert out of my multiverses into US dollar and cash out and pay my bills. Since I focus on earning crypto over buying crypto, then I just need to convert and pay my bills. Like I just said, I try to keep my life simple. Entry point, exit point. If I invest in crypto, how do I get my money back out? Okay, now I know how to get my money out. So what I did in Second Life, I was like, okay, how do I get into this Second Life virtual game? Oh, I have to use PayPal. Okay, if I put my money in the game, how do I get my money out of the game? Oh, they have an exchange, and I convert my Linden into US dollar, and then I can cash that out, and they'll take a fee for the cash out, withdrawal fee. And there's a trade fee. So everything that we're doing now, it's the same thing. Now I'm just looking for the virtual. We have the exchange, right? We already have the exchange, which is every exchange out there, and all the decentralized exchanges or dexes that are coming out to be able to get our fiat, USDC, USDT. We can convert, and then we migrate the US. We deposit our funds or withdraw them and move them into the wallet that we can swipe a card to, or export it out to PayPal to swipe a card to, right? That's how you do it. And soon I don't want to do that. I want to be able to just have a Coinbase, not a Coinbase, a fiat wallet or a USDC wallet that I just swipe and I don't ever convert to USD. I don't ever want to convert to USD at all. I don't believe in the fiat of the United States dollar. Just don't. right? I've worked with venture capital firms in design and developing their websites. So in design, like designing their stuff for them, their graphics, their presentations, all that, right? So that they can sell their product to their customers, so they can get funding. So venture capital firms find companies, right? Then what they do is they get them looking good and earning money. They get all of their marketing material together so they can get more investment. And then that way they get in early, they can sell off their shares to whatever, and then or make money long term with the company. Then they want to get them to the stock market so that they can finally liquidate their holdings once they've gotten them public. That's the goal, right? So the venture capital firms designed developing their websites over the last few years. One thing that I've noticed is they have had problems getting customers. I haven't been able to work with them, which leads to me not having much work. So what am I supposed to do then if I'm working with these companies and they don't need me to design and develop their stuff because they're having a hard time getting customers to even want that, because they're like, well, right now we're kind of tight with our spending, so we're not going to do that right now. So everybody's tightening their pockets, which means VC funding is drying up. So I'm not making money in that. So where am I going to make money? Especially if my market as web designer and as web development is now outsourced to everybody on Fiverr for $10 and $15. I'm not doing that. I'm not racing to the bottom. No, right? So you got to switch. You got to pivot. If the market's saturated, you got to move to unsaturated markets. And right now, being in blockchain is unsaturated. It just is. Since I'm now tied to the startup economy, if I'm working with a venture capital firm, that's the startup economy, dealing with them, because I'm dealing with them, I see that there is a freezing in funding, which will then be a freezing in jobs, right? So if they can't get clients, they can't hire internally in their own business. And I'm noticing they're not hiring any new people. They're doing more work through their executive staffing. So their executives are doing like 5 different titles. One person's the HR, as well as the this, as well as the this, as well as the this, and does this, right? Because they're doing the job of 4 people because they can't afford no other people. That's how I lost my job before. It was because the startup I was working at no longer needed me. They could just hire somebody when they needed them. So now I just focus on how I'm going to scale digitally because the analog fiat is drying up. It's really dried up. Especially when everybody's looking for a job or looking to do this work. You know what I'm going to talk about? You know what? I'm going to talk about that today. About how bad the fiat situation is for most job industries, especially with automation. But also look at these virtual worlds as a possible revenue play. Okay? So that was what I was talking about. And so the reason why I brought that up again is the fact that this is happening. This VV thing, Star Trek, Jurassic Park, Ghostbusters. Think about all these games being in like a fight game, and you can do other things like give them extra boosts or design other clothes or other outfits for those characters. And getting credence to do it because they're getting their cut for you using and licensing their art. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all, they're going to come up with a way for this to work for them. Digital artwork, video clips, the reusing of that, and you being able to use it, they are going to open up a landslide way for you to buy that stuff and know that you're using it in world and know that they can get fractional percentages off of all of these designs going out everywhere. I just know it. So I've been buying into this one. I actually started yesterday. So it's funny. I started yesterday buying it, and boom, the announcement, which was from 6 days ago, shows up on the radar. 6 days ago, this announcement was out. Just let you know. New LA City plan aims to add 500K housing units by 2029 in Real Estate Watcher. They're going to keep putting out more housing units, and those housing units are going to be more expensive and more expensive, and it's like, why? World's first 3D printed neighborhood plan for California. 3D printing. Told you real estate was a new business. New digital business. I don't even need people to be living in it. I now know how I can make money from these things just sitting there with computers and solar panels and everything for me. I tell you, this is an energy play. U.S. Senator's advice, a U.S. Senator's advice. Buy, hold, save Bitcoin for retirement. As Congress is flooding the economy with trillions of dollars, they are debasing your currency. What you're going to have to pay for is going to cost more and more. We talked about hyperinflation, right? Digital fiat flip, right? Flipping digital fiat because hyperinflation, the coming reset is here. 1 week ago. I told you there's no jobs, right? The forgotten generations of debt. There's no interest in your bank account. You can't make no interest in your bank account, right? So we look at all of these things. Let's get into see if I grabbed anything in business. Is there any business news that is on my radar today? Yes, there is actually. Articulate raises $1.5 billion in funding for its cloud-based employee training tools. People got to retrain. They're retraining people because what you're currently doing doesn't make sense for the business of the next 5 years. So start re-educating yourself. I would start learning how to work or take your skills. If you are a musician, okay, sound effects, sound files. How do you make gun sounds? How do you make whatever to get into these games that you can now sell your stuff? CDC warns doctors about a mystery bacterial outbreak with no clear origin. This is going to be every damn year. So now we don't have just Rona to worry about. There's always going to be something new that's going to keep us at bay into this new you need to stay home economy. There's no jobs on these streets and they know it. So now they're going to keep people in fear to stay home, work from home, make less, but work from home. Oh, you need to work more hours from home? Well, you're going to make less, but keep working from home. Get your whole family working from home. Get your kids involved. You see these little kids doing all this stuff online now. Get your kids involved. That's what they're doing, man. Your whole home better be making money. You better figure out how to make money from your electricity. You better flip your electricity. Stop playing. You can flip your electricity with time watching YouTube videos that train you how to do something. If you don't know how to do graphics, do it. Learn it. I know Photoshop is $19 a month, but do a CD cover a month for $50. Get somebody that wants a CD cover because you can do some dope ass designs and sell a CD cover a month. Like, look, we're in low revenue zone now. You got to think about this as like nickel bags, right? Everybody wants to say what they don't want when they go to a job. I want $15 an hour. Well, if you were working on a corner and you're only making $5 a bag, $10 a bag, that seemed like a real damn good business once in a while, didn't it? What back in the day, wasn't that our great business? Because we were all hustlers, right? So we were okay with a $5 per bag in a neighborhood that had maybe 100 to 200 people that we were selling to, right? Want to do these economies? Let's do that economy. We thought we were making so much scratch then. $5. Nickel bag of funk, right? Okay, take that same energy and flip it. I take $50, I put it in something, it earns more money. Put it in a bot, my bot earns percentages, that percentage is there. And we're in a market that's cold as Frisnook. Yeah, you gotta have over $2,000 if you want to make the bill. My bill is $120 a month. I only made $4 profit so far. And but that's $4 profit on a market that's been crushed. And that's 23 days of 30. People don't understand your hustles have to be smart, long term. I get 11% here. Still 120 is what it costs, right? My investment is lower than what it was because the market's down, but I've been cranking the actual content, the actual numbers. Content, sorry. It's these damn spam calls are killing me. Right? We crushing the for me, it's about, and I don't have it up here, is being able to see, hold on. Give me a second. Go to settings. Cancel. Yeah, nah. It's not gonna do it. Boop, boop, boop. I can't remember what the setting is for that one. Hold on. Show, cancel, support, access. Damn, man. I know at one point I was able to see the actual numbers, but it looks like they took it away. Or I'm missing a checkbox somewhere. Hold on. Maybe it is that setting. Let me see if it is. Give me a second. Let me see if it is. It doesn't look like it is. I guess that is it. Okay, forget it. I think I do see it. So I didn't even have to do that in the first place. Annoying. All right, so basically, I'm looking at this number here. Well, what was throwing me off is I didn't think that was a real number because it was all USDT. And I was like, wait, what? But it's really, if you look at this, if you're looking at Bitcoin, then it's right. So that's the amount of weight. I'm looking at weight. This is still weight. This is the weight in US dollar form. So this is the amount of weight that's been added to my coffers in USDT. I've added this weight of currency. Since it's pegged to $1, it's not a big thing. Now the market has dipped, but I still have weight. I still have the weight of BTC, right? This weight has been made. This weight is currently priced. This is ETH. This weight, 0.03 ETH, has been made. It's been weighed. It's been made and measured, and that's $71. Weighed and measured. When this weight goes up in price, this weight will be at a different value. See, this weight, the US dollar weight's not going to change, and that's fine because I buy more things with this weight. I buy other coins with the weight of this. Or I buy the coin that it's weighted on. So I could buy more ETH with this $71 weight and stack it and compound it, because compounding interest is important. That's how you make wealth. So we're going to be in this for a while. We're going to be in this situation with our economy where we're in this, it's always going to be something that pulls us back into the home, right? IRS now sending millions more in additional stimulus checks. What is that going to do to my economy? Why do they got to send more? Because there's nothing else. Weekly jobless numbers hits new pandemic era low. But we already saw that yesterday. It's BS. All right? It's BS. We know it. Do I have any trading news? Hold on. Do I have anything in the trading area? Like the stock market? Just the fact that the market's going to burst. We already knew that, so no. I think I saw something in real estate, right? I showed you that. The LA Yeah, the robot pulled the two things I put in. The 3D printing of a neighborhood and 500,000 units by 2029. So you, again, if you see power play, how many of those housing units are going to have solar? How many of them are going to have bandwidth? Blah, 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 right? So internet's going to need to be there, right? How do you, okay. Anything in music business? Vocal remover. They sell their Red Hot Chili Peppers sold their catalog. Why AI music scares lawyers. I'm telling you, it's got automation of music. Sells his catalog. Sells the catalog. Everybody's selling their catalog. Sells the catalog. We cannot fix the music industry. It's over. Artists who don't repurpose their music are leaving money on the table. You're going to have to find out how to repurpose it. So, yeah, I'm telling you, the music business is washed the way it is. Tech and the bandwidth. What's going on in tech, right? Let's look there. That's that AI drone flying. Windows on ARM. That's Raspberry Pis. Small single board computers, right? And running on phones. Okay. Yeah, it's a sneak move. Flying car completes its first test flight between airports. Flying vehicles are coming, right? Boop, 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 boop. GitHub, the programming place I told you where Bitcoin live, is launching a copilot to power pair programming again with AI. So to power pair programming with AI. So this way you can get your AI written and it can actually write you code that isn't gonna be is not as hacked up, right? That you won't get hacked. NVIDIA integrates ARM processors with its 5G edge infrastructure. That's the Internet of Things. That's gonna be blockchain. AI, this is augmented reality, right? Wearable displays is augmented reality. So that's going to be in-world gaming or Pokemon type things, right? So you walk in the world and you can interact with the world in a visual way. What if there's an NFT? You went to a club. Okay, there. See, I'm telling you. What happens when your regular glasses that you wear have have a graphic screen that you can see things in the digital world? Y'all don't understand. It's cool. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see what's going on with your business. Let's see what else the AI sees. For a reason why empathy in the workplace makes sense, of course. Empathy always makes sense in the business, man. Especially when people are hurting. You don't know what people are going through at home. Do you really need all that office space? Do you see what the article says? Do you really need all that office space? Really? You notice what business people are talking about? That it doesn't make any freaking sense to have your business pay 3 rents. You pay for your business, the office rent. You pay for the CEO and all the executives to come to work and their homes and their rent and their water and their electricity. You pay for the building that we all meet up at, the workplace. You pay for the water, the electricity, and the insurance there. And then you pay for the other employees that the management team manages. You pay for those employees water and electricity in their home. Makes no sense. That's a lot of money wasted to facilitate business on computers. I'll say that again. That's a lot of money wasted to facilitate a business where people work together on computers. The value of ongoing internal growth and how to do it. Cool. The importance of making marketing campaigns low calorie. Cool. U.S. Treasury yields dip despite anticipation over June jobs report. We know what's going on. Office vacancies soar in New York. A dire sign for a city's recovery. Why do I do this? Why do I talk about crypto and then talk about regular business stuff and real estate? What does that have to matter, man? Okay, here's why it matters, man. If I am a person that's telling you you need to think about digital, because me as a business person, I got to think about digital, what's giving me that information? This statement tells me that the place that if you can make it here, you'll make it Anywhere it's up to you, but we're empty. You can make it anywhere now because they don't need you. Because they're not working. They're too expensive. They got plenty server space and computer space and farming space. So you'll see like vertical farming and all that stuff happen in New York. They're going to turn these empty buildings into farms. Farming cannabis, farming vegetables, farming herbs, fruits. Vertical grows. New York will become a weed farm. Because that's the cash crop of America right now, right? Or hemp for CBD, right? That's our crop. And of course, reality TV, or what we like to consider media. Consumer created media. That's called our, what do we call it? Influencer economy? That's still a gig economy, ain't it? Okay. So office vacancies are soaring in New York. That means people realize they don't want an office building work from home. So why would I need my company to be there? Just saying. So that also shows you that we're looking at digital economies. Do they have digital work for me? All these people that aren't in New York anymore for their business? I haven't seen my inbox filling up with job offers. Okay. How's yours? Maybe you're doing something better than me. Investing in the stock market is one of the best ways to build long-term wealth. They are full of crap. The stock market is oversaturated. Think about it. How is the companies that are all analog going to make earnings next year for these earnings that are so high that they can't make earnings, so they start missing earnings next year when they announce? I think we're already starting to see that, right? Missed earnings, right? That's a real important thing to see. Missed earning estimates. Why stocks gaining? Carnival, earnings and missed estimates. Shares surge as Relay Hacks 21 outlook saying around gaining momentum. Okay, maybe people are buying some bath stuff again. Missed earnings in the engineering industry. Micro Focus ADR earnings miss. Micro Focus ADR miss. Tesla hit new high, but miss in something. Missed its second quarter, right? Number one, you missed from Nordstrom's earnings. I don't think that's just missed. Brands narrowly misses on Corona maker Constellation Brands narrowly misses on earnings. Misses though. Revenue miss. Peterson Company's fourth quarter earnings miss. GM second quarter sales up nearly 40%, slightly missed analyst expectations. See how they play the game? Oh yeah, their earnings are up, but what they were expected to do missed. They still have an earnings miss. General Motors has an earnings miss. Let's look at Costco. Actually, hold on. I want to look at this because this is big. This is a retailer. It's one of the biggest retailers, right? Its renewal rate still high at 90%. Inflation at 3%. Customer traffic growth by 12%. So they're getting, and they're going into delivery. They're going a little bit into delivery because they know that they have to. So they didn't miss anything. They're doing all right. Earnings miss. Earnings miss. You see that, right? So you're seeing what I'm showing you, right? See what I'm putting down? We're supposed to be doing so much recovering, But I just showed you all the earnings misses. How can we have a recovery and an earnings miss? Here's a guide to build wealth decade by decade, whatever. Oh, yeah, this is where I was at. Investing in the stock market is one of the best ways to build long-term growth. That's why I was saying no. If you see all the earnings misses, think about next year, right? Don't think about this year. Think about next year. Think about all the companies who got all this money pushed into them and they got all the stock market high highs, right? Next year, spring, we're going to have earnings misses. Because all these stocks that said we're going to be doing this have to make sure that they're on pace to do that for the next X amount of years. The only way they'll do that is if they're buying into crypto. We'll see. No. Bank of England's inflation debate has spilled into the open as chief economists and governors clash. Inflation is here and they're trying to hide it. They don't want people to know that inflation is here. Where are you going to push your money? Where is your money going to earn interest? Your money has to earn interest. If it's not earning interest, it does you no justice. Your soldiers ain't working for you. How can you make your soldiers work? Your money or your soldiers? How's your soldiers working? Put your foot soldiers to work. I showed you how. Bots. Okay. Workers are epiphany quitting. Epiphany quitting their jobs after pandemic forced them to rethink everything about their lives. What did I tell you? I said that. It makes no sense. Going to work, it makes no sense. They want you to make less money. We're going into a gig economy. So either if you have an entrepreneurial bone, you'll realize this has been the greatest opportunity for you to figure out how to create your own wealth. We're still going to dig into some other things. I got to jump into it, but the news has been calling people back to work. Delta variant's going to scare people. 3 things about the labor shortage everybody's overlooking. Let me see what they're overlooking. People are returning to work en masse while labor shortages run rampant. So that's been happening. ZipRecruiter broke down 3 things left out of discussion. Americans aren't all the same. Neither are states. And disruption isn't talked about enough. Disruption. Things are being disrupted. Automation probably, right? The New York Times and Wall Street Journal today draw the opposite conclusion on how the job search has responded to the cancellation of enhanced employment benefits in Missouri. Let me give you a few reasons as to why. Too soon to tell, blah, 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 blah. There is no one type of jobless American. Yeah, there's many jobless Americans. Labor disruption is underrated, right? Talking about the extent of the disruption. Pandemic. One piece of the puzzle that missed. While many people are discussing COVID, remember back to the barriers to returning to work, and child care, and the extra unemployment benefits 2 people are talking about. And states are very different for how they handle everything. Yeah. I'll tell you what it is automation. Automation is gonna make it really hard. Because they want you to do stuff. They want you to be automatons for lower wages, and that's not going to work. And then when you work from home, they're going to want you to work more hours for less rates. But that's the way the gig economy works. And it's either you're going to accept that or you don't. And if you don't accept that, then you better have a scalable business. That's how I look at it, right? If I get 1,000 people to pay me $3 a month, I make $3,000 a month. Residuals. If I get 5,000 people to do that, excuse me. If I got 1,000 people, if I get 5,000 people to give me $1, that's $5,000, right? I get 10,000 people to give me $1. That's $10,000. Now, how do I scale that? I can scale that in world with digital stuff. There's our difference. I can't scale physical numbers because one-to-one exchange of my time and working on a website, if the website takes me all day to do or 2 days to do, I have to spend those days on that. That's not, if I get $100 on that project, but that project took up 3 days of my time, was it worth it? Can I pay my bills with projects like that if I can only take X amount of those projects per week? Those are the things we got to think about in being scalable. But I want to get, because we're already into the 1 hour and 30-minute zone, and I have not gotten into, because the news is leading me one direction, but I want to jump into this, right? The virtual reality, why virtual reality needs blockchain, economics, performance, and scarcity. This article, which I'm going to put in the description, in the Discord. Give me a second. Let me grab it. There we go. I'll put it in Discord underneath notes as well. So this is right. Let's do that. So we got this article right here. Let me drag it over here. Okay. So I've got this article, why virtual reality needs blockchain, economics, performance, and scarcity. Right. So in here, and I put the link in the description, they talk about we're going from the internet of information to the internet of value. Information is not as important. I already know it's a dummy mission for Facebook or Instagram. Nobody really cares how many posts I post of happy, good feelings, memes, right? It's basically memes and videos, and then your life, and memes and videos in your life, and how many memes and videos in your life can you do? I actually want to take me out of the equation, like the me that always has to be me marketing and selling me all the time, the influencer crap. And I want to get back to being a businessman that things don't involve me all the time. Scalability should not involve me. My business should not need me. Or then I don't have a business, my business has me. So I need to get out of the information age that we've been in and get into this value age that we're going into, where everything should have value, and that value is on chain, and you can transfer that value with you to somebody else for a profit. Right? CryptoKitties started that when we got smart contracts with Ethereum. This is the life I was telling you about, the early 2000s. This is Second Life. You can see how grungy these graphics look. But I was still doing over 133,000 in world designing the clothes for this. Right? And then there's other games and other industries that are getting ready to roll out. This virtual game, this virtual space, this virtual playground we're about to get into is going to be insane. So Animoca, I saw this in the news, developing NFTs, fundraising. The Animoca brand focuses on blockchain-based video games. Play to earn, that's going to be big. Gameplay models. Play to earn. Earn clothes, earn gifts, earn collectibles. Skins are big. Outfits, weapons, plots of land, accessories, trading cards. Again, I'm going to put this link in the Discord. This is coming in a major, major way. Major, major way. So, let's talk about it. Told you one of the first stops I was going to make was Engine. Reason why is because they have a platform, they have a wallet to keep your assets, which I'm going to have to work on getting into. They have a marketplace to explore, trade, sell NFTs. And JumpNet, how they get their scaling option, and a Beam distributed entities with QR codes. So all of this is their product, and their product solution is they have a gaming solution, right? So if you have the old way was a closed garden where you had a central database, so EA Sports, you played to win the game. The revenue was basically you were losing revenue in your game anyway. There was no gained revenue in there. You have a confined design. You had to come up with everything inside your business model, and the value of your game keeps depreciating because there's no new assets. You don't have time to have your team only work on this thing anymore. You want to work on the next thing that makes money, or the next upgrade of it, or the next version of it. What happens to this world? Well, it falls apart. The new system, an open system, allows a decentralized database to give you play to earn situations. It's easy and fair monetization. You have your creative freedom to do whatever you want, and the value is immutable because you're on the decentralized blockchain. Right? So then you can see these games are going to look dope. That's not Second Life. I can now design crazy dope stuff. Reimagine gaming asset, characters, objects, currency, real estate, non-playable characters, skins, and achievements. Use your favorite tools, bring them on board, right? So it's easy to bring your stuff into the multiverse. I love that word. It's one of the places I told you about that we're going to jump into, right? Where's the other one I said? Engine Mana. All right, so that's going to be Decentraland. Right? That's your next place. Yes, the graphics looks like Second Life. Real, but do you see that shirt? Couldn't I still get a design of my shirt in this world? What do I care how goofy the avatars look like? Can my design still sell? Virtual destination for digital assets. Right? DAO. Corporation. That's what it means. Decentralized autonomous organization. What's a corporation? Is it not an organization? An org chart? Organizational chart? Org? DAO? Okay. So we have these two things right here getting you in, right? So then, hold on, because I'm going to need my Coinergy. Close you. Well, actually, I can use you in OMI. And drag this out, slap over here. Oops, actually slap over here. So I can drag and drop this into this one. This one, economy. I want to call it economy, but economy. Okay. VV is an app-based marketplace for premium licensed digital collectibles. With VV, users can obtain common, rare, one-of-a-kind digital collectibles, customized, blah, 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 blah. This is the Ecomi is the one I told you about that has VV. And if you visit the website with VV, look at the first thing. Batman. DC Comics. Virtual showrooms, environments, digital in the real world with augmented reality, AR, Pokemon thing. Remember I told you, Pokemon? That looks like damn near Ghostbusters, right? It looks like Slimer a little bit. See? Batman. Imagine them being able to fight, but you can give Batman his own costume. Or remake one of the costumes they don't want to spend no time on and you do it. Back to the Future skateboards and hoverboards. What happens if they're a Back to the Future game that you can actually ride this? So, I jumped into this yesterday. If you're wondering where it is, you go to markets and you can see where it is. These are I am not giving you no examples of how to get into these things. You're on your own. But you do see the price point. But do understand that it is because the supply is that. It's 194 billion with 750 billion getting ready to come in at some point in time over time. So that's a lot of O's. That's almost $1 trillion O's, right? So that's why it is like fraction of pennies. But I know that companies know you start off with this crazy ludicrous stuff here, and then you start coming up with a way to burn. And I believe that in time they will work on burns. So I just jumped in because, again, I'm about following the money. What did I say? Didn't I say Ghostbusters? Didn't I say that this thing looked like Slimer? Oh, I didn't even catch that. Totidoki. So that's like the your pet, grow your pet type things, right? So I'm telling you, man, this is VVverse. Okay, see, boom. Gaming later this year, the VVverse will offer an immersive metaverse in which fans and collectors can stake their claim in a new collaborative world of collecting. I got in yesterday. Shouts out to all the people that have been talking about VV before this thing broke, and I was able to catch that. I thank my AI. My AI actually pulled this on, and my YouTube AI actually pulled this up. So that's why I say if you look at the economy of the regular world, and I showed you all of that for the last few days. I've been talking about it and I've been harping on it, and then I show you this. What makes more sense? That creators are going to create and build into worlds and build into concerts and be able to do shows online. Like, I could do a virtual concert in world, do my music, be a virtual DJ. I did that in Second Life. I already know what's coming and I'm ready. That's why I'm concentrating on database, because I want to be able to know where all my products are so I can keep a track of it and scale into worlds that pop. The same way I treat my robots as a spy program to know what coins are pumping when and be able to see this stuff on this side so I can kind of jump on some pumpers that are jumping. That's how I use the virtual worlds too, or how I will use the virtual worlds to see which ones are going to be dope for me to get in as games. Like, I want to get into gaming. I want my music to be played in the next Grand Theft Auto. How do I get there? Well, I can't talk to EA Sports or whomever is doing that. I got to slide into new games. I got to get past the old oligarchy of gaming. The old masters of gaming don't like me. They don't want me. Right? They want me to kiss ass. They want me to have a portfolio in which I'm with all these other people. They want my stuff for cheap. No. I can now work in whatever world I want, and I can determine my own level of involvement. Be a part of these games and earn as a content creator. That is a title for the gig economy. Content creator. This is content. If I could design Batman's shit to look doper, come on. Camo Night, right? Desert Storm Batman, right? Where he has a camo Desert Storm look. Come on, man. Dress him up as Dragon Ball Z Batman, where he has the Goku's uniform. Batku instead of Goku. Right? You see, there's a world of thought if they open up their licensing. Can they open up their license if you buy licenses as NFTs? That you get an NFT license to manufacture stuff for them? And they issue NFTs and it's gone to the highest bidder? For multiple showrooms and virtual worlds? That's what I meant when I said we're going to be looking at digital and fiat landscape. We looked at the fiat landscape. We saw there's no jobs. And I'm showing you the digital one, and I'm showing you there's opportunity. A lot of it. Digital fashion hustle. And seeing, is it ready yet? And where are the best places to strike? Like I said, I don't know if it's ready yet. I'm showing you the places that could hold those economies and worlds. And there's plenty more. But I also know one thing is on the horizon. I just want y'all to just sit and look at that. Just want you to sit and look at that. Real-time rendering. Real-time creation tool. Buy automations. Get a motion capture suit to be able to get your shit in game and your animations in game. Be able to create characters that look like this. Skins. Remember I told you about the skin hustle? Skins. Yeah. In-world assets. Worlds. Locations. Exportable to your gaming worlds, your consoles, your virtual ones. See, it's up to you to see your marketplace, to see where you can make money. Let me show you something. Unreal Marketplace. Even if we're not talking about blockchain yet. If you're a graphic designer, right, Dionne? Right? Marketplace, right? $2D assets. Okay, those are sprites and little glips and blips, all right? Let's get out of this. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's look at what's under characters, right? So these are all the characters I can have. All right. So if I had a character I built, I could sell it to somebody else. Somebody with a soulless skull is selling it for $19. Right? That's a marketplace right here. So even if you weren't dealing with blockchain and you just wanted to get it into a game on its own, you could, right? You could go this direction with it, right? Then, like I said, places for you to make money, right? Let's go Graphic River. Oh no, let's go to 3D files. Let's go to 3D files. So 3D models, CG textures. So there's your 3D models and CG textures. Computer graphic textures, high quality CG shaders and materials. Animation data. So your animation, your scripts, and your plugins. Render setups and CG textures, right? So then I got my limestone texture. So I want to sell limestone. It'd be $5 a texture. This person sold 238 of them, right? So then you would just take your and you just do times the $5 it made. So he made $1,000 on limestone. See? So there's money in graphics. There's money in your Photoshop. if you know where to go and what to do. So even if it's not blockchain, so now what could I do? If I wanted to do a business, I could start getting a name for myself and doing textures in one of these places, get that money that comes in, bring it to my Coinbase, put it on a robot, and trade it into these worlds that I could then bring my content into. So I could use my 3D content to pay for more mana, or band, or ADA, smart contract type beats, potentially for the future of NFT type beats. So I have a digital play that might not be ready yet, but then I also have understanding that some amazing engines like this is going to let me get games. Maybe this is going to be a block that there might be somebody that gets a license, or what if Unreal becomes a big decentralized gaming platform? Like they start getting into crypto and rendering and getting machines that want to do online gaming in real time. We don't know what's coming. We just know there's a lot coming. And they have a virtual world, right? Don't they have a universe? Hold on. I could have sworn they had a product. Products, Unreal, MetaHuman, Twinmotion, and Quixel. No, there was another thing that they had, but I think it starts with MetaHuman Creator. I think it starts there. High fidelity digital humans made easy. Early access now. Skins. And I can design my own. I know this MetaHuman thing and seeing the world. I want to know, is Unreal talking about some universe? Unreal virtual world. Let's see if Unreal's going to do building worlds. Oh, that's virtual worlds with their engine. Unreal Engine for extended reality, augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality. All of the reality plays. They're trying to play into it. See? Virtual reality development with their Unreal Engine. Immersing users in virtual worlds and mixed reality. Unity versus Unreal. Yeah, so you see it. They are thinking about it. So, there you go. There you go. I don't see any other plays that can outbeat digital. Do you? I mean, in the next 5 years. I'm just saying, 5 years. Maybe we can recoup this shit. Maybe we get back to something different. Maybe. But then I see this person talking about the engine, talking about even software. Gamify your customer experience with website stuff. Create visually. Mint, send QR codes, like trigger rewards. Like this is what I'm telling you about. Like if I can create a clothing line that you mint an NFT, you get your NFT and it mints you a clothes that you got on your character in a virtual world. That you hold that token in a wallet and that wallet will mint you a shirt. And because you gave me the money in the wallet, I'm able to have that money used in like compound or something like that where it can earn interest. I can put it in a long-term fund and let it earn interest on it. And then I will guarantee that you get the shirt in 30 days. See, that's kind of like the way, like you don't have to buy, why buy clothes? Just ship them. If you know how to flip the currency to make your own money. I don't need you to give me money. I'll just borrow it and give you your product. And then if you want to sell your NFT, you sell it later, but you can sell it for a profit. Or you can lock it down by holding it still, and it mints out products that go onto a universal website that people get a reduced rate to pay for it. And then you can get sprinkled some residuals for holding the damn contract. Now, don't you think people be out there running to grab those tokens and will hold them? Right? Because they want to be able to be a part of that economy. It's time for the companies to think, how can the people that buy my clothes or support my business, how can I help them make money with me? Not just how can I get their money. You got to change that thought process. It can't be how I make money. It's got to be, how do I help others make money with me? And if you do that, serendipity is in that. That's where serendipity for how you're going to make money is going to work. Because now it's not in just your best interest. It's in their best interest to work with you. That's just real. It's getting hard out here financially. It just is. And they ain't got nothing they can tell us, and our bank accounts ain't giving us no new money. I'm just clicking through, looking at, yeah, see, staggered dump. It's still going down as far as hash rate. So, yeah, I look at this, I look at the economy, I look at what's coming, and I say, I get it. I get it. .3D viewing without glasses, unsupported laptops, new opportunities, small hardware, more small hardware, growing the vertical farms. I told you, New York is trying to farm. Yeah, man. I wish somebody would tell me what's going to be better than digital. I mean, I don't think they can. They'd have to do more due diligence on the economy than me. More due diligence into cryptocurrencies for me. Have been in the internet game when it first was born. Played it and got jobs through it. Then saw its decline and switched to the next thing. If you've done that and you see something better, great, offer it. But right now, every person I know, all my mentors, looking at me talking about, you're making how much in percentages? Oh, I'm making 5% APR on my ETH. Wait, what? Hold on, no, wait. How is your little punk dark skin behind making more money? How you get investment? How you getting interest on the money in your company? I've put it into cryptocurrencies. That's bullshit. Okay. Then they came back. You still doing that cryptocurrency thing? Oh, you mean the thing I told you about 3 years ago? Yeah, I'm still doing it. How's that working out for you? I'm still doing it. How's your economy doing? Yeah, it's not. I've been looking at other things. I thought you would. So you ready to listen now? Or do you still think your analog business still works? That's how I treat my customers. Not in a negative way. I respect them. I appreciate them. But you don't know better than me. And if you think you do, then cool. You don't need to be my customer. 4-Hour Workweek is a good book. I want 80% of my money to come from 20% of my clients. If that's the way I'm going to work with clients. Really, right now, I want 80% of my cash flow to come from my own sources in residuals. And I'm going to scale that passive income up till it gives me and affords me a lifestyle that I can now not have to ever worry about a job again. Toxic Hustle will scale for other people so they can do the same damn thing. Pert, right? Plus and plus. No negatives in that. Be your brother's keeper. So like I said, I got into this one. I wish I got in a little earlier. But it was still 0.002 for a while, so it's really not still 0.002. 002. Oh, it was 0.0002. Then it came up and one of them zeros dropped off. Now it's 002 and it's still 002. But I got in. The minute I saw that Marvel was in, and they're not even talking about the rest of it. Hot Wheels is in there. There's a lot of companies in there, and it's like a silent ninja. Like I said, I showed you where it is located if you're interested in it. Don't buy it all, because I'm trying to get some more. Don't buy it all, I'm trying to grab me some more, man. I'm trying to grab me some out. I'm pointing. Okay. I see there's some over here, but I don't know whether or not I can be on that one. So I know I was able to get mine there. I'll love it when I'm able to get it on freaking exchanges and stuff. On decentralized exchanges. Like PancakeSwap or not Uniswap. Like I paid some money for some stuff on Uniswap, man. That hurt. $15 gas fee for one damn transaction. $15. That is just ridiculous, Ethereum. Y'all gotta do better. Y'all talk about all these side chains and all this stuff. Y'all need to get these damn gas fees down. And we ain't even in the run-up yet. Like, whenever this... I thought this thing was supposed to be dropping down the cost of gas after the 30th. It is the 2nd, ain't it? I bought yesterday. That's the 1st. So, I need to look at that. Again, I'm in Polygon. I like Polygon because the gas fees are like nothing. I like Binance Smart Chain because the gas fees are like nothing. In September, I may like Cardano because the gas fees are supposed to be nothing. So, there's that. But, so, now you understand this picture. You understand that he has a glove on, and that could be something that you designed or help program or have functionality in for a game. You understand that there's this communicator device that could have been built by you to do kind of features in game. This whole outfit could have been your design that he's wearing. This keyboard could be doing something physical in that world, like all these things, like being able to listen to his friends or get alerts in game for certain thing, hacking skills, right? The skill sets, gas mask skill to be able to be in certain thing or get better breath. You know, you could give a character boosts within reason, right? And be in the game designing these things with the game, with the programmers. They can say, okay, you can make any of these items, and depending on how you link things together or the things that they can do, we'll give it its score. As long as it's not like leveling up a person like too much, they'll give it within reason and then give you scores based off of that for what it can do in the world. And there could be consensus of these items that come into world. There could be investment for these things to be manufactured, kind of like like a virtual crowd fund to get those things manufactured. Like I said, we went through a lot today. I'm hoping that what you received today helped you understand this next economy a bit more. Begin to understand what we're doing here at Toxic Hustle, how we're going into this space. This is the best space to be in long term because the gaming space is a media space. And we're going to be able to do media as a fashion design company or graphic design company and a 3D design company and the animations that all of that. That's all money. And if you understand that, then in there is you understanding the new world. Welcome. And beginning to understand what digital fiat means. My name is Jay Tragic Jeffrey. I truthfully and honestly and humbly appreciate y'all for listening. Please make sure you put smash the like button, because it's really helpful to get people to start seeing this content. I really want people to see this content before the run-up. Remember, the run-up will start after the 12th, from the 4th of July up to the 12th to 15th of July. It will be a immense run-up. There'll be a little crash, a little flash crash, but a run-up will happen. Sometime it'll start. Then there's another one in September, and then another one in November. How do we know? This was what happened in the past, and I've already mapped them out. We mapped it here, said this was going to drip. It did. We say now we might get one more drip, which will happen before we have our first run-up. That'll get us back up to these levels, or if not, break us above a little bit. This one should begin to get us up above it to get closer to that 100K, and we may have that dip's going to pull us back down, maybe 75K or whatever. Then this one should get us up above the 100K mark right around November, and then I'm out of there. All right? And then with that investment money, I buy hardware in the spring of 2022. I'm out for the rest of the year, waiting for the market to come back down, and I can buy up. How do you know that's going to happen? It happened in 2017. It ran up. It went crazy. It crashed, and it bottomed out by February. Plain and simple. So, again, that's what we're doing. That's how we play it. Again, thank you for listening. Be sure to smash the like button, hit that notification bell so you know whenever I do this stuff, so you can get up here when I'm not done, right? Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. And as always, please be safe out on these streets. I'll holler at you. Peace out.